The first plate shattered before anyone sang. Porcelain exploded against marble. A clean, white, screamy mother didn't flinch. She was already ripping my photographs off the wall, fingernails tearing through frames like she was erasing a crime scene. 100 relatives' watch phones down forks. Frozen. This wasn't a dinner, it was a verdict. Sit, my father said, calm as a banker, approving. Alone he slid an envelope across the tablet. Thick, heavy final. Every cent we wasted raising you, he continued, voice steady, you now pay. I opened it. $400,000 tuition, rent, medical bills, interest, calculated like a punishment tax. My sister didn't even look at me when she took my car keys from the table. Metal whispered against wood. Dad already transferred the title, she said, smile small, surgical. They waited for tears, for begging for noise. I gave them. Silence. Stood, walked out, no coat, no words. Just the echo of my footsteps, carrying what they'd just taught me. Family is a contract, and contracts can be enforced. I used to believe birthdays were proof of love. Candles meant effort. Photos meant memory. I was wrong. Love, in our house, was leverage. Every gift, a receipt saved for later. Every sacrifice, a debt waiting to mature. I remembered being 6, holding my father's hand outside the courthouse, when he taught me how signatures mattered more than promises. I remembered my mother pinning my first award to the fridge, already telling guests how much it cost her time. I remembered my sister borrowing my car for just a week, never returning it until I stopped asking. The betrayal didn't start that night. It was just when they stopped pretending. The signs had been their accounts. I couldn't access any more. Mail opened before I got home. Name disappearing from shared documents. Jokes about me being ungrateful, said a beat too loud. He noticed that I didn't react. I learned. I found the evidence by accidenta. Forwarded email. My mother forgot to delete subject line. Contingency name was a column. Numbers next to it. Conditions, dates. They had planned the dinner for months. Invitations sent after the lawyer's draft. The birthday was branding. My chest tightened, then it settled. Control returned. Shock is loud, resolve is quiet. I didn't confront them. I planned. First, I pulled my credit reports clean, except for the accounts my father managed for me. I froze them. Then I requested full statements. Paper trails don't lie, they wait. Second, I called the university bursarth tuition they claimed. Scholarships had covered half grants. The rest, their payments, were reimbursements they'd already received. He asked for documentation, sent IT institutions always do. Third, I met a lawyer. Not dramatic, precise. I didn't say revenge. I said clarity. We reviewed transfers, trusts, and a property my grandmother had left me quietly. Before she died, my father had been the executor. He delayed filing. Delays leave fingerprints. Fourth, I spoke to an accountant. Numbers tell stories when you stop interrupting them. The $400,000 bill unraveled into inflated costs, double-counted expenses, and money moved between family accounts like shelves on a street corner. I kept my phone off. Let them enjoy the silence they'd purchased. On day 4, the calls started. 10:28. Missed calls stack like panic. Voicemails change tone as fear learns your name. I returned. One colleague told them we should talk. He picked the place's same house's same table, fewer people. My mother tried first. Tears this timorreal enough to fool someone who wanted to be fooled. Family doesn't do this, she said. I laid out the documents zone by on net tuition, refunds, trust, paperwork, title, transfers, flagged for irregularities, the delayed filing, the accountant summary, highlighted in yellow like a warning light. My father read without blinking. He knew that was the moment, the shift, when a man realizes the ground he built his house on was borrowed. You billed me for love, I said. Here's the invoice for theft. My sister laughed. Brittle, you think this scares us? I slid the last page across a notarized notice, civil action pending criminal referral. Prepared the house, this house collateral, tied to the mismanaged trust, frozen assets, temporary injunctions. The room went small. This goes away, I continued, voice even, if the truth replaces the story you sold. They tried anger bargaining history. A didn't movie wasn't there to win an argumenti, was there to end a pattern. The confrontation wasn't loud, was surgical. My father, signed first authority, always breaks before pride admits it. My mother followed, hands shaking me sister, threw the keys on the table, like an insult she couldn't aim anymore. By the end, the bill was gone. Public apologies, drafted assets, return a day written acknowledgement of misuse filed with the court. No trial, no spectacle, just consequences, arranged neatly, like books returned to the shelf they were stolen from. I left with my car with my name back where it belonged, with silence that finally felt earned. Now, on my birthday, I don't celebrate a account. I learned that betrayal doesn't need volume. It needs opportunity. That justice isn't loud either. It's patient. It reads it, waits it, signs. They still call, sometimes less, not a different tone. They ask how I'm doing, like it's a new language they're practicing. I don't answer. I keep one photo, the one they missed me, younger, smiling without permission. I didn't lose a family that night. I recovered myself. And that debt? Paid. With interest.